There's a lot of physicality and stuff. You guys embraced it, but you accepted the challenge. 28 in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, this was a grind out game against a really good team. They're tough, but we had to put everything together. Thought we played a great game. But I mean, it kind of had a playoff feel for it, just with the way the back and forth was going and elite shot making, and a lot of great defense on the floor as well.
Well, I asked Ty this question. It's an off-the-court question, if you don't mind. But tonight was Black Heritage Night. And when you think about your career, both on and off the court, how proud are you to be an inspiration for the next generation?
Completely proud. Obviously, for a lot of us, we come from, tough neighborhoods, underprivileged neighborhoods, and just communities that haven't been, poorly managed. And so, for us, I think we do a great job of giving back to our communities, but still, being mindful of where we come from and embracing that. And, I love being able to share that. My hands are in a lot of youth things and definitely target kids that look like me and come from the same background as me. So I'm always continue to push the envelope. But I think at this point where the world is, it doesn't just happen, and I can't just solely look at the kids that look like me. It's kids that don't look like me that deserve the handout as well. So I just love where I'm at in my career and where I'm at at this point in my life.
Paul, I know you mentioned this on your show Monday, but like your off ball right now is really cool to see. The fact that he's scoring so much, no turnovers again, and I was interested in hearing your perspective on what the difference is between your role now and your role the first year with the team, when you also had a similar heavy off ball role relative to the other 3 years with the team.
Yeah, I think just now is, take nothing away from that group when I first got here. We had a ton of talent as well. But, I've been saying that James is just one of the best at playmaking and seeing the floor, reading the floor, and, if they're going to double team Kawhi on a nightly basis, that leaves a lot of opportunities for me to be aggressive. And 9 times out of 10, I usually got like third best defender, on the floor. So at that point, I feel like I can score on anyone. But if I got the third best defender on the floor, I'm ultra aggressive in those situations, and the game just opens up for me.
Well, now that we're 5 years after the trade, I've always wondered, what did you think of the haul that they had to give up for you to Oklahoma City, and did you kind of remind them tonight a little bit of maybe why you cost so much?
No, that wasn't on my mind, but I just think both sides won. I did think it was quite a lot that Clippers were willing to give up, but it's their commitment to me is my commitment to them. So just appreciative that they went out and grabbed me and brought me over here. Very appreciative of Steve. But both sides won. Shea is, I think initially when that trade happened, no one saw, we knew Shea was going to be really, really good, but he's special. And so, I guess, in a way, Oklahoma won that trade with picks and a future MVP. Again, great trade for both sides.
Okay. PG, I asked the same question to Kawhi. Just how much fun are you guys having out there with, your offense being so free-flowing, multiple guys, like last few games having over 5 assists? Like, how much fun are you guys having out there?
Yes, it's a lot of fun playing with greats out there, future Hall of Famers. And I think we're just having fun on both ends. We're committed to playing on both ends, even James. James is taking matchups and he's holding his own. So it's fun. You know, it's fun being, steering the ship, and we're getting the job done.
Well, over your career, when you have a start to a game like tonight, where you start falling like, are there things you do you found that work to kind of get yourself back into a rhythm, whether it's going to a pet play or just a favorite type of action, or are there ways that you can kind of get things going for you and get things rolling again that you just found it again and again work?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me is sometimes I need a couple shots. Sometimes it just takes a couple shots. It's tough catching the rhythm. Sometimes for me, if it's shots are very sporadic and come from different times, but if I get a shot, boom, I might miss. Get another shot right after. All right, now I'm kind of dialed in and kind of locked into my rhythm. And then from there, it's just being aggressive once I found that rhythm. But it's every player is different. Some guys, are efficient from jump, come right out and knock down the first one in the rhythm right away. But throughout my career, it's always, it takes a couple to kind of ease into a game, and once I see the ball going in, it's I feel confident, and ultra aggressive in that moment.
Last question.
Hey Paul, I'm not sure if you've seen, but on social media you're going viral. You have a theme song. It's called "Didn't You Know" by Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that and your thoughts about the fans giving that theme song to you?
Yeah, it's funny. I'm sure it's somewhere on Instagram right now, probably a new version of it after tonight's game. It was funny. I think my teammate Kobe Brown was the first one to show me it. But shout out Dash. Shout out Dash. Dash, I think, was the first one to put that clip out with that song on the background. I don't know. I guess I'm smooth. I didn't get it at first, but I guess it's just I'm smooth. But I tell people, I always look at basketball as dancing anyway. So I'm always down to tango.
Appreciate it.